Hi. Hello. How are you all? Well, again, I am Qualitha. That is beautiful Qualana Amoya and beautiful Qualitha. We are once again
This one, you got
Build a
some.
Sister Up. We
No,
come
you got
together
this one. You
I
got
know I gotta
Tuesday
do.
and every Thursday
Uh,
at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, today we have a topic that I listened to the radio. I picked it off the radio because I was in the car driving and I was like, this is an interesting topic. So, courtesy of the radio station that I got it from. So, it could be on a lot of different people's radio stations that, it could be, everyone has different radio stations that it comes from. So, I'm not specifying which radio station that it comes from. But the question is, um, who would get to sit in the front seat? Now, meaning that if you're in a relationship, who would get to sit in the front seat? You know, that's kind of a good question. And I heard some really, really good answers on the radio. But, I want to hear from the viewers. Like I said, this question came from the radio. So, who actually would get to sit in the front seat if you're dating? Okay, so I'm gonna go
Here,
first.
wait. You.
So first,
What's the question? Who was in the front seat if you're dating?
if you're dating someone, if you're in a relationship, who would get to sit in the front seat? Meaning your mother or your
Oh,
dad
okay.
or
So
your
you
dad.
have multiple people in the car.
Right.
And these multiple people are.
So let's just give everybody a scenario. We have mother, the boyfriend, and the girlfriend. Okay. The mother is of the boyfriend, let's just say. So who gets to sit in the front seat? Does mom get to sit in the front seat, or does the girlfriend get to sit in the front seat? So we're going to flip it because we're women. So all three of us are driving the car, and our boyfriend is in the car, or our husband, whatever you want to call him, he's in the car. And mom gets in the car. Now, should mom sit in the front seat or the back seat?
You said you're flipping it because
My man. Yeah, who do you mean flip?
We're females.
So we're doing dad and husband.
Well, let's do mom.
And we're driving my car.
Yeah, we're driving your car. We're driving your car, and you pick your boyfriend up or husband or whatever. You pick him up, and then we go by and pick mom up. Who gets to sit in the front seat?
Well, my mother is because of my mother's situation, I will let her sit in the front seat, and my husband would know and respect that, so he would be okay with her sitting in the front seat because he's a gentleman. He will be a gentleman.
Okay. Now, me, for instance, out of respect, out of the age, the age of my mother, because I'm hoping my mother is older than my date, but some cases, hey, some people are dating people the same age as their parents, I've seen that too. Hey, I don't know. But my mother would sit in the front seat to me because it's out of respect. Now, I did hear on the radio, which was so funny. Somebody said that you're gonna have to call shotgun. I thought that was so funny. So the mother or boyfriend, one of you all gonna have to call shotgun, and then you'll decide on whoever gets to sit in the front seat. Or somebody said you got to go ahead and pick it. So whoever said first.
I think that's fair to do a coin toss.
Oh, okay. Do a coin toss. So
of course there's different factors that play into it. But if it's just a short trip, if we're going to dinner or something, I'll let my parent or his parent ride in the front seat. And it depends on the car too. Like if it's our sports car, then the front seat may not be comfortable. But if it's like a comfortable regular car, then the front seat is comfortable. If it's a long trip, our parent may be okay in the back. And if it's a long trip, I also want someone that's gonna stay up with me and keep me company. So it depends, many factors, but just a regular trip, I let my the parent sit in the front seat, whether or not I'm driving or he's driving.
Hmm. Now you put a spin on there. I like that because you said depending upon if the trip is longer or if it's shorter, it depends upon where you're going. You're gonna spin it to decide on who gets to sit in the front seat. That's a good one. I never thought of it that way because, you know, ultimately the parents, they do fall asleep. Now, my grandmother, for instance, she would stay up all day because she knew that you needed somebody to stay up with. She would
On the
turn up,
flip
you know,
side, though, on the flip side, when as she got older, she used to say, "I don't know where we're going, so I'm not sitting in the front seat. Whoever know where we're going,
Right.
let them sit in the front seat so they can help the driver."
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a good point,
That's
Paulina.
true.
Well, the dog has stayed up on a 5 to 5.5 hour ride all the way while me and her rode to Ohio. The dog just
Really?
sat straight up in the middle of the console. Yes.
Dogs, they actually make great pets too. So, you know, you might have to put that in the scenario too. It might have to be your date, mother, or the dog. Who's gonna sit in the front seat in that case? So
Let's read the
dog will
comments.
stay up.
Nakira said, "Mother, unless car is such that the purposes or room and space is necessary because it's a
Exactly.
respect thing. I would do the same for my mother-in-law as well. Although there are times my mom has chosen to sit in the back. It's how we do in general, but sitting in the front seat has no bearing on the respect of our relationship. God first, spouse next, then our children and everyone else. That's how we run it. But I'm married to the father of all my children too. Husband came before the kids, so don't have the issue of needing to choose."
All right.
Okay, okay. I like
Congrats-
that, Kira.
Congratulations on that. And that's a very good answer. I
It
like
is,
that.
and
You go, girl.
that's how it should be actually, because well, as to the part about the respect and who rides in the front and why. So definitely I agree with Carrie.
And then Max said the wife. So
You said wife.
yeah. So
Now, do you think wife would get upset if you asked her to sit in the back? I wonder.
Well, I mean,
That's
it's kind of
personal.
like Carrie said, it has no bearing on the level of respect.
Okay.
Whoever rides in the front, that doesn't determine whether you respect someone. It just determines who you let ride in the front that day.
yeah.
You know, and it's not really about who you choose as the driver. It's about the level of respect the other person has. You know,
Right.
whoever the passenger is has to be the one to say, "Oh, you ride in the front." Because me as the driver, I'm gonna want to be comfortable, and I don't want to get into any squabbles. But that's going down a rabbit hole that you shouldn't go down when you're just driving and picking up people.
Or maybe just let them both sit in the back.
Yeah, if it comes down to it, or nobody rides with you if it's a problem.
Yeah, you all just ride
Figure out
Take
your
over.
own.
get your
Yes,
own
figure
car.
out your own transportation.
Because you know, sometimes the mother-in-law or father-in-law, excuse me, they actually don't get along with one another. So you might have
The
that
in-laws?
situation too. The in-laws, yeah.
Don't get
They
along
may
with each
not get
other. So
along.
you put another factor in there. You're saying
Everybody
two
in this
different,
car now.
everybody in this car. You're saying your
Well,
parent
no,
and your
I'm
spouse's
meaning,
parent now in the car.
is that the spouse and your mother-in-law, they may not get along with one another, you know? That happens a lot. The spouse may not like your mother-in-law, and they may not like your father-in-law. So they're like, you know, I am sitting in the front seat. I don't care how you feel, but I'm going to sit in the front seat because I don't care for her. So you have those situations too.
That sounds like a squirrel, a family
Squabble.
Yeah,
You know
I
what?
don't want to.
If I probably wouldn't marry someone that didn't get along with my parents just
That's tough.
because, yeah. But if I did for some reason end up marrying someone that didn't get along with my parents, I would not allow them to ride in the same car because I knew that would result in problems. I would probably just keep them that far away. Because if I had to marry somebody, I just had to have them that bad, I knew I'd be causing a rift, so I try and avoid rifts at all costs.
Yeah, you might want
But
to just
let me throw
separate
something
them.
in there. What if everybody got along in the beginning? And then all of a sudden, a year later, after you had kids, his mom doesn't like you because of the way you're raising the baby.
We're just talking about driving in the car, right?
Yeah, you going down a rabbit hole.
I'm giving you all scenarios. Okay?
Lakiri
I
said,
know I threw a
see-
lot in there. I'm giving you all scenarios.
Lakira
So you got to
said-
take that into account.
Yeah, Lakira said she's blessed. She has no in-law drama, and I think it really is a case-by-case basis type scenario. That's definitely true. And that's what you're saying. You're throwing all these different cases in there. But
Yeah.
the main topic is, would you let them, who are you letting ride in the car? Right. Okay.
Right.
The front seat of the car, yeah.
Because it's a lot of factors you got to think about riding in that front seat of the car now.
That's deep.
It's
It
not a
is.
ride to the gas station.
Hopefully it is, because that's deep. If
Lakira
it's a
said,
long ride, people gonna be very upset.
true. Lakira said, if everyone got along in the beginning and had issues later, child over a car ride, that's what we saying, girl.
It's a little bit too deep.
It
People,
is.
They just got family issues.
Yes.
Listen,
I know.
they need to clear away them family issues before they get into
Right.
that car.
Exactly.
Or maybe we just don't
Veronica-
go anywhere.
Yeah, we
Right,
we not
we're not
going
going
nowhere
nowhere.
because we gotta argue first.
Right.
Okay, hopefully not argue. But
Veronica.
we gotta get it straight first.
Right. Veronica said, I have to ride in the front seat because I get car sick riding in the back. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. That's right.
There you go.
And
Oh, wow.
Teo said, in Africa, Yoruba culture, Nigeria, West Africa, culture demands wife takes the front seat. Mother-in-law wouldn't contest that at all. Marriage is about you and your wife, not your mother. The Bible does say,
The husband and wife become one.
yeah, the
son leaves the
Leaves the
parents and
parents.
joins to his wife.
cleaves into his wife.
Mhm.
That's true. I guess it's
Mm.
different. Different cultures have different factors and reasons why they would let whoever ride in the front. So who's to say anyone's wrong or right?
I like Veronica's answer too, though.
Yeah, I mean it's just a seat in the front, you know, that's all.
Right.
It doesn't matter as long as you get there safe.
Exactly.
Now, in my situation, if it's my husband and I and his mother or my mother, I'm always saying, go ahead and sit in the front seat. That's just me. Go on and sit in that front seat. I don't care, you know. That's me.
When my son gets married, I better be in the front seat.
Uh-oh.
Look what she said. Lakiri said, I agree that the husband and wife become one as well, but seriously, I just don't think the front seat ride is that deep.
It's not
True. It's just not.
It's not. We're
It's
not gonna have
but
a fight over the front seat. Hopefully nobody is
Right.
Listen, people in the group, okay, family. If y'all holding a grudge because he sat in the front seat or she sat in the front seat over you, let it go.
right.
Life is too short. It's not that serious.
That's true.
Everybody get in the same place, right?
I actually saw a video on YouTube. The mother-in-law and the daughter-in-law, they were actually fighting because of the front seat.
Wow.
Because the husband didn't let, I don't know who was supposed to sit in the front seat or whatever, but they were actually fighting because of it. So it actually happens.
Yeah, if that's all they have to fight about, then man.
I mean, if that's all it takes.
Of
And
course,
Veronica
it's probably
said-
more than that. You know?
Right.
Veronica said, true, it really doesn't matter to me. My mother-in-law can definitely ride in the front. It's respecting for the elder.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically.
And they both need therapy and prayer. That's true. Lakiri said. That's true, because it's just a car ride. Yeah,
It's just
granted,
a car.
we have all of our factors, but if it really comes down to who's riding in the front seat and y'all get into a big argument about it, it's probably something
It's
deeper.
just something deeper than the front seat. It's time to talk to Dr. Phil.
Yeah.
All right, this was a fun topic. It was very fun. Thank you all for joining in. Lakira, Max,
Veronica,
Teo.
Teo.
You all made it very fun and interesting. We appreciate y'all. Until next time, we'll see you guys on Thursday with our next topic. We'll look inside the group and we'll post the next topic.
I like that.
We'll look inside the group and we'll post the next topic. As always, remember, build bold, build better, and build brilliant.
Little sister, little brother, bye.
Bye.